All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Shalom, peace and blessings to the brothers pushing this thing in truth and in sincerity. Now, on the note of sincerity, it's come up recently in conversation in the world of Israel on who is that sincere group, who is that sincere organization, if you will, camp that is pushing this word unadulterated, man. All right, pushing this word in its true interpretation, the 100% truth, with no gimmicks, with no monetization. All right, not selling the truth, no form of commerce associated with it. See, and fucking clout and notoriety. And it's been revealed that group to be Great Millstone, man. Starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, and the men that came before them, the genuine ones that have come and gone in this faith. All right. It says here in Philippians 1:10 that ye may approve things that are excellent, that ye may be sincere and without offense to the day of Hamashiach. All right. And who's embodying this scripture to the fullest and to the best of our ability? Well, it would have to be the men, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, man, on down. And those things have been approved. Those things are now being verified and confirmed through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and it's being made known to the masses, man. All right. And it's nothing of the men. It's just of who the Most High chose. See, you motherfuckers are pent up on the creature more than the creation, the creator, the creature and the creation more than the creator, which is the one who orchestrates everything. And you motherfuckers slandering, scoffing, and scorning on the men of the Lord is actually an offense to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. But through the Spirit, it's being revealed and made known that Great Millstone's got the truth, man. They're the most genuine and sincere camp, has been spoken verbatim from these fucking, these niggas, man. Saw nigga. Who you got? You got Big Head Vocab, making it known through Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And we're going to get into this word sincere. All right. It says, the word sincere.
Strong's G 1506. Eilikrines.
Is eilikrines in the Greek. All right. And that word means to be pure, to be sincere, to be unsullied. All right. To be found pure when unfolded and examined by the sun's light. All right. So it's like putting the test to something. It's almost like likening to the fire, the gold tried in the fire. It's whatever that substance, Slakia, that element or whatever you're testing, putting it up to that sunlight to check its purity. All right. And that's what we're likened to in the elect and the nation of Israel is likened to in the scriptures. And it's extremely spiritual that one of the synonyms for this word is unsullied. All right. Because you have a depiction of that in the fictional that the it's like it's a fictional series, Game of Thrones. Okay, let me show you this. And it's spiritual that the Unsullied were depicted as Jakes. All right, they were fucking black and brown skinned men. All right, and they were soldiers. Is an army. And we're gonna get into what they were. You know, we spit out the bones. You know, the fact that they, you know, they're just the different history of these people, the fictional history, pretty much going into like their origins and like who their god was. It was like some bitch, the queen of fucking spears or some shit like that. So we spit out the bones, but for the most part, it's extremely spiritual. The depiction, how they depicted the Unsullied, man, because it's likened to Israel, the Israelites, the elect of the nation of Israel, to an extent. It says the Unsullied were eunuch slave soldiers trained from a young age. It says to unquestioning obedience and martial prowess. Okay. Sold by the century or the thousand, they are used as guards all over the free cities. They make excellent guards, do not loot, and will never rape. Okay. So, and you hear brothers coin this as well, that we are somewhat likened unto the Unsullied, man. The pure, tested, fucking elite band of soldiers, man. Eunuch soldiers, mind you, spiritual eunuch soldiers. Okay, and we're going to get into the significance of that too. But the Unsullied, man, they had unquestioning obedience. And it's likened unto the men of great millstone, the elect of the nation of Israel, because the elect is going to stay fucking undying loyalty to the Most High, man, and to our mission. All right. And ultimately, we're going to be guards. We're going to be, governors over the entire kingdom, man, for eternity. All right. So, and these slave soldiers is likened to the elected nation of Israel, because we are in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, why Yahushai's yoke. All right. It says in the scriptures that my yoke is easy and my burden is light. We are slaves to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, man. Okay. And were we not brought over here on cargo slave ships? Are we not so-called homeborn slaves, as it's referred to in the scriptures, because no other people on the history of the planet, of the face of the planet Earth, have ever been more enslaved and been in captivity for the amount of times and for the cumulative amount of years as the Israelites, man. So, yeah, in history, we're fucking notoriously have been enslaved, man. On this side, we're extremely destitute and downtrodden. What's known as the most disenfranchised people on the face of the earth. And in history is these Israelites, man. So that, but in more a spiritual sense, we are slaves to the bounds and to the straits of this word, man. of the word of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, his law, statutes, commandments. All right. We're going to get into that word sincere says to be pure, unmixed. All right. To be whole, clean, pure, uninjured, to be unmixed. All right. So the purity of something means that it's not diluted with other shit. It's not cut. All right. It's that pure. And then it's likened into a sense of, it's likened into a sense of diluting a pure mixture, diluting a pure solution or liquid, diluting it and mixing it with pollutants, therefore reducing and bringing down the purity level. All right. And that happens through these wicked fucking ideologies and philosophies. All right. Doesn't scripture say to stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance? The pure minds that is to be restored is the remembrance of the following of the law, statutes, and commandments of that pure way. All right. That untainted fucking, righteous path. The righteous way that we were required to follow in our heritage. And I just required to follow that we fucking are to take delight in these law, statutes, commandments. And we do, man. For they are not grievous. You see? And they just can't get to grips with the fact that there's men on this earth that can't be fucking tainted and can't be bought, can't be sold, man. Because we're already fucking, we're already bought and sold, man. It's like we're already bought and paid for by Yahweh Shemiel Shai through the ransom. See? And the significance of the unsullied being eunuchs goes into here in Matthew 19 and 12. For there are some eunuchs which were so born from their mother's womb, and there are some eunuchs which were made eunuchs of men. So a eunuch is a man who doesn't have a rod or doesn't have the ability of his rod. All right. And then there's a spiritual connotation to it as well. All right. Because there's some eunuchs which were made eunuchs of men. So there's some men born without a rod or born without the use of their rod. There were some men who were made eunuchs of men, meaning their rod was taken off by a man. It was removed. They had several purposes for eunuchs in the ancient day. And then it says, and there be eunuchs which have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He that is able to receive it, let him receive it. So the whole symbology for the unsullied, these soldiers not having rods, is because it's to not be tainted with the other philosophies, the wicked philosophies, and wicked ideologies of this world, man, which they are plenty. And what they are likened unto, it's likened unto box. It's likened unto a woman. All right, these different philosophies is likened unto women, and you taint yourself by getting involved with those doctrines and those wicked fucking philosophies, by allowing them to enter into your mind, and by meditating on them and letting those shits fester. All right, straight up. So you're straight up whoremongering, on these wicked fucking philosophies that are likened into boxes of different wicked ass women, man. All right. So that's what we've done in this truth. It's not necessarily, it is, in this scripture, it can refer to those who don't get married or don't pop women for this truth, so that they can focus on the ministry, because there is definitely some significance to that. There's some that is interpreted as that, guaranteed that, because being in a relationship with a woman takes up a lot of your fucking time. So the reason why they wouldn't deal with women, because it was a full 100% focus on the ministry, on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. But in this sense, because brothers have wives and have had wives, but ultimately it's going into not sticking our rod into these wicked philosophies, not diving into these wicked fucking ideologies and doctrines that are that this world is inundated with, man. All right. Being faithful to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, waiting for his return. You see? And finishing off, it says in 2 Peter 3:14, wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent, that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. Okay? This word, sincere, slakia, this word unsullied, which is the blue letter translation. What is it? Aklinis or some shit like that? Slakia. Klinis? Alikrinis?
Strong's G 1506. Alecrines.
Alikrinis.
Alecrines.
This goes into that unsullied, right? Well, that goes into being not spoiled or made impure. How are you made impure? By those wicked fucking doctrines. You're made impure by the things that enter into your mind, man. It's a synonym for this is to be spotless. Okay, does that look familiar? 2 Peter 3:14, wherefore, beloved, seeing that you look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. All right. That's the men of Great Millstone, the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which is becoming evident. It has to the men of the Lord, but to the masses of the people, man, and it will continue to do so and gain traction until the climax of the destruction of this place, and to the end, until he endows us with that standard, the spiritual power, amongst many other things, man. But in this current time, you have an untainted group of individuals that are unsullied. All right, they can't be taken off of their path. They are staunch in their mission, man. They're unmovable, unwavering in their loyalty and allegiance to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, the creator of the heavens and earth. All right? And are operating in the love of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which are his laws, statutes, and commandments, man, which is how a man is without spot and blameless. Through the washing, to be washed, to be made spotless through the washing of the water of this word, man. Being saturated in this word so that it may make you pure, so that makes that purity, man. All right. This is undoubtedly the men of Great Millstone on down. The Apostle Elder of Great Millstone on down, man. Which have so embodied through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakakadash. Shalom.